Welcome back to the Underachievers. Happy Monday, everyone. We have a lot to unpack from the weekend, gentlemen. A couple bad beats to unpack. We're going to rapid fire through every game. I'm going to rank some characters of the weekend in its entirety. And we're just going to talk some ball. We're going to unpack some things. Curious to hear everybody's thoughts on the weekend. Mikey, now as an Eagles fan, I had a pretty good weekend. I do know you're on the other side of that.
Yeah, I made a video about it today. The NFL witching hour needs a full-blown federal investigation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've never seen the level of bad beatage that took place this weekend.
Bad beatage is good.
Among them, the Rams, plus 3.5.
Yeah.
Field goal to potentially win the game outright. Oh, there's a blocked field goal, and there goes Jordan Davis, 300 pounds down the field to not only cover the Eagles spread, but also cash the Eagles money line as time expired. That's got to be the worst beat of all time.
I was going to say, you said, I've been doing this for a really long time. That might be one of the worst beats you've ever had.
And one of my buddies, who's a massive Jets fan, but bets against us every weekend, had the Bucks minus 6.5. That is also going to be up there.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a big one as well.
Will McDonald, block field goal, touchdown, no longer can the Bucks cover.
Yeah.
Haven't seen anything like that in a really long time.
And then that back-to-back.
Like literally as one happened, another one was happening. I mean, that was just like if you had the Rams, the Bucks, the Packers were a parlay buster. Yeah. I mean, there was just
chaos across the field.
All across the field.
Yeah, but going back in history, you knew that week 3 was going to have something like this. You didn't know which teams it was going to be, but you know it was going to have something. 0-2 teams that were underdogs in week 3 going into this week were 38-17 against the spread since 2015. And then more specifically, 0-2 teams against the spread that are underdogs in week 3 and they're facing a divisional opponent were 21-5 against the spread since 2006. So a lot of numbers just saying something like this is going to happen.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's witching hour, week 3.
It's just
witching hour.
It needs to be investigated.
Yeah. Week 4 in college football did have some crazy upsets as well. Clemson continues to look terrible.
Horrible.
Boots on ground in the Nebraska game. Tough to see
Shout
them
out
lose.
Pat Mahomes.
Would have been really cool to be in Lincoln after that dub, but still a really cool town in general. Speaking of, let's get to the pyramid, shall we?
Yeah, let's go right into the pyramid.
Let's go right into the pyramid. Let's just get it off the bat. Now I'm going to explain it once I get up there a little bit more. But these are 6 characters. Actually, I'm going to do it up here.
You're going to do it up there.
I'm going to do it up here.
Get to the board.
Hey, get to the board. Get comfortable.
Lock in.
We are tiering 6 characters across football from this last weekend. Now, tier 3 down here, this was just bad news bears. Bad characters from the weekend. This is college football. This is NFL. These are fans. It's all over the place. Middle tier, you did well.
Yeah.
You did well, but you weren't the top.
You're not the top.
You're not the top. You can always do better.
Yep.
Climbing.
So you don't want to be on the bottom.
Don't want to be on the bottom. Want to be in the middle. Of course you want to be on the
You're the crop, not the cream of the crop.
Correct.
God, that was hot.
Okay. I kind of forget who's over here.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good start.
We'll fix that in post.
Yep, that's a good start.
Starting with the absolute worst character across football last weekend. Jordan Hudson.
Oh, I was going to say, that was...
I mean...
What is she doing on the sideline?
What are you doing there? I don't have much to say about this. They do proceed to lose this game 34-9. I say nothing else.
You see the video that someone of the intelligent artificial community made that was like them making out on the sidelines? It was like, no way Bill Belichick and Jordan were doing this.
And the worst part is I would have believed when I saw the AI video.
Because Bill's not picking her up like that on the sidelines. Just going to put that out there.
Oh,
I mean, also at some point, we're just going to have a conversation that once you reach a certain age, dressing like a sorority girl is just, it should be illegal.
What are you
doing on the field? What are we doing dressed like that?
In a snakeskin skirt from 2016. I digress. That's not my place to make fun of her for that. We move on. Second worst character across sports this past weekend.
Jareth.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
Confused?
But I'm here.
He allowed Caleb Williams to look like a good quarterback. He allowed Russell Wilson to look like a good quarterback, all because he traded away Micah Parsons. They combined for 700-plus yards and 7 touchdowns. Caleb Williams and Russell Wilson. Whose fault is that?
Maybe Matt Eberflus, defensive coordinator, just saying.
But this is the nucleus of the cell.
No, Jerry needs to, in order to have success in that franchise. It's actually like it's a soul for a soul. It's one of those things from that you need to see happen if you're a Cowboys fan.
He's the mitochondria of the cell, and the cell is dying. Wow. That's what I have to say.
He also puts extra salt on his McDonald's burgers. Shout out Hard Knocks.
Yeah, but it's not that bad. Sometimes you need the sodium.
That's an insane amount of sodium.
That makes so much sense for what we're seeing.
But might be a good thing if you keep
Salt
doing that.
brain.
Good for Cowboys fans.
Brain.
Good for Cowboys fans.
The final character on the bottom of the pyramid.
Yeah,
Mike
Mr. Gundy.
Just
I mean,
get him out of here.
You lose to Tulsa, an in-state team for the first time in 74 years. Coming off a bye week, may I add.
May I also add,
stuff.
I had Oklahoma State minus 9.5.
May I also add, good hair, though.
Outright losing.
We usually have a lot of good hair on this pyramid, but that's only going to carry you to like sucking the least out of the sucking row because you have good hair.
So those are the 3 worst people coming out of the past weekend of football.
Correct. Wow. Moving up to guys I like.
Yeah.
Putting up good numbers, just not the top numbers.
Yeah, not enough.
Not enough, but still good. Carson Wentz.
Wow, he was in there somewhere.
I mean, shit.
He was in there somewhere.
You look good.
I'll give it to him.
Yeah, you look good.
I'll give it to him. Yeah. Former Eagle. He's doing what he needs to do. Will he be on this list next week? Probably not. But for what it's worth, he's here.
Is there someone that's been on this list? Did he potentially move his way to the top?
Who?
Okay. I guess not. We're just gonna keep it
no,
there.
I know you're thinking of.
Yep.
I watched him.
Yep.
I watched him. Because now that's just the standard.
Yeah, it is standard. That's crazy.
So that's interesting.
That's the standard for him.
Okay,
These
I
are
like
new
that.
characters.
Once you keep performing,
Who's
the
joining
standard
Carson
gets
Wentz in the middle?
The entire Oklahoma football team.
Wow. And it's upside down. That's cool.
Please hold.
The OU football fans
I thought that was on purpose.
going to have a field day with that one. We flipped the logo upside down. What the hell are we doing?
I thought it was on purpose.
That is
It would have been way better.
unbelievable. We'll fix that in post.
not great.
Nothing
Not
will
great.
ever be fixed in post.
Yeah.
No.
But we will fix that in post.
No, we don't need to. The Oklahoma football team in general, defensive coordinator rocks. They get a safety to cover the spread, which you always love to see.
That, when I tell you, that was awesome.
It was awesome.
That was truly, I was sitting with Taft at a gas station. He went, if they get a safety, they cover. Then he went in the bathroom, came out of the bathroom and said, oh my God, they got the safety.
What do you do in the bathroom?
Probably used it.
But yeah, I mean, John Mateer, obviously you guys know I love John Mateer, but you got to give the whole team credit for this situation
No, that
because
safety
top to
was-
bottom and the
that's fun.
safety for the cover in this room specifically, that's all time.
That's fun.
Our final character has a little bit of tears at my heartstrings.
Who's at the top,
Again,
Kenz?
Oh, I know who it is.
top of the pyramid's going to be Jordan Davis, Philadelphia Eagle, who it just so happens
You have his jersey.
I have his jersey.
Wow.
Shout out Jordan Davis.
Shout out.
Go Bulldogs, go Birds, and for the cover, and for the money line. When you can just play good football and then we can add in the betting element, that's what puts you at the top of the pyramid, okay? Know that.
It's just.
350 pounds, man, moving
mean,
like
it's
that.
just-
That
And
is.
he's fast. Yeah. And he's just a sweet guy.
And look at the form. Look at the form.
He looks majestic.
Look at the form.
So those are my 6 characters from this past weekend of football.
Way to be, Kenz. Way to be, Kenz.
Thanks, guys. All right, so now that we've warmed up the conversation of recapping and unpacking, let me just move away some of my materials here. And let's just get into our rapid fire recap, one-liners of every single game that we saw so we can leave it in the past, move on to week 4 of the NFL. And let's just start breaking it down, shall
Are
we?
you ripping or am I ripping?
How about you, Rip?
I'll grip and rip.
Crazy weekend.
NFL Week 3 recap, recapping the entire day and night in 2 minutes or less. Where do we want to start? Let's start Thursday night, right?
Start
What even happened?
I don't even know.
the timer.
Are we starting? No. Starting the timer in 3,
2.
2, 1. Thursday night football, Dolphins, Bills.
Really bad.
We should have lost more.
Shout out Ollie Gordon.
Shout out Ollie Gordon. Bengals, Vikings.
Points.
What is happening in Cincinnati? Like, what is happening in Cincinnati? I understand Joe Burrow not there, but Jake Browning having the same issues as Joe Burrow. We got to look at the systematic issues. Get an offensive line in there.
Is Carson Wentz back?
Yes. Steelers, Patriots.
Didn't watch it.
Didn't watch.
Drake May watched it. Fantasy quarterback. Didn't give a shit. Colts, Titans.
I mean,
Holy Cam Ward, they're bad.
Holy Daniel Jones. They're good.
Yep.
yeah.
Texans, Jags.
Just.
Where is Brian Thomas Jr.?
I never thought I'd care more about the Colts and the Titans in the AFC South than the Texans and Jags, but that's where we're at right now. Falcons, Panthers. 30-0 Panthers over the Falcons. What are we doing, Atlanta?
Was I right?
We did have Carolina money line.
Was I right?
You might have been. Rams, Eagles.
Jordan fucking Davis. Let's hear it.
Fucking sucked my soul.
What a cover. Jets, Bucks. Another soul sucker.
That's all I got.
Yep, another soul. Raiders, Commies.
Holy Marcus.
Are we going to give Ashton Genty the ball? Are we going to score a touchdown as the 6th overall pick in football? I don't know. Packers, Browns. Good call. Way to be.
Just
way to be, Cleveland.
You know what?
What a call.
I'll be on the other side of that. Fuck Cleveland.
Yeah, fuck Cleveland.
At Packers and everything.
Broncos, Chargers.
When is Jordan Love going to stop making those types of mistakes?
At some point.
Well, the defense will go. Broncos, Chargers.
Justin Herbert's the GOAT.
Literally.
Yeah, Justin Herbert's playing like a top 3 quarterback.
Madison Beer.
Saints, Seahawks.
Yes. Spencer Rattler. That Saints defense needs to wear diapers for how bad.
And that Seahawks defense needs to be anointed by a night because this defense is unbelievable.
Been saying that.
Cardinals, Niners. Another game I don't give a shit about. But James Conner, RIP. Cowboys, Bears. We got to move. 15 seconds. Cowboys, Bears. CD, get healthy. Chiefs, Giants. Another shitty game. We were live.
Gross. Travis, you got to retire.
Yeah, gross.
And that's week 3.
Did you know CD Lamb, and I just got to say this, as a guy that's not very smart, as a guy that has never had this injury before, I will say in the same vein of turf toe, it is frustrating when they go, CD Lamb has a high ankle sprain. You tell me you couldn't get back in?
Well, because a sprain.
You tell me you couldn't?
A sprain.
Nothing's broken.
A sprain. Well,
shoot it up.
I think
shoot it up.
Sprain definitely sounds
get back in the game.
Like it's not that bad. But a sprain is a torn ligament.
And I'm not saying it, but if I were to say it, I just had a lot of money on his touchdown. Would have preferred if he just got back in the game.
Yeah,
you and the rest of America.
Would have preferred. I'm not going to say it, but if I were to say it.
And all of them had CD Lamb anytime. Now that's bad money management, but Jesus.
I was just about to say, that sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, no, it is. But then I didn't realize I had done it until we were like through the 1 o'clock slate. So we were banking on a CD tud. A sprained ankle is tearing of ligaments, though. It doesn't sound like a tearing of ligaments, a sprain.
Yeah, I think we need to have a broader
high ankle tear. What about a high ankle tear?
A broader conversation about naming the specific injuries that we've seen thus far this season, including turf toe.
Yeah, there needs to be a broader conversation about renaming injuries just for football.
A high ankle tear sounds terrifying.
Terrifying.
Like, tell me Joe Burrow's ligament is gone in his foot. Don't call it turf toe.
What did you call turf toe again? You nailed it.
I forget.
It sounded so intimidating.
I do remember this.
Toe tear.
Yeah, he tore his toe.
Yeah.
His toe is gone. Tell me when CD Lamb sprained his ankle that he actually tore a ligament.
Yeah, but
I've had kids wear a little baby brace in school for a sprained wrist, and they played every sport.
Yeah, do you hear Stryker back there? Stryker said the BTL, the big toe ligament.
The big toe ligament.
We tore the BTL.
Oh, the BTL, a BTL tear.
Now imagine if you also came in there and you said he had a toe sprain. Same exact thing as turf toe, but it just doesn't sound intimidating. You had a toe sprain?
Immediately get back in the game.
He had a big toe on his toe.
Oh,
that's what
God.
All right.
Turf
toe's in the past. Jake Browning is the future. Underwhelmed, but that's for a different conversation.
Bring Jameis to Cincinnati.
No, that's not going to fix anything.
It's not about fixing. It's about fun. That would be the most fun thing of all time. Jameis Winston going, fuck it, T. Higgins and Joe Burrow are actually down there somewhere, and he will throw 5 picks, but he will throw 6 touchdowns, and it would just be electric.
It would just be enough.
Yeah, it'd be
but that's what you get from
enough.
Jake Browning, too.
Yeah, well,
no, not as fun as Jameis, because you won't have Jake Browning.
If you're going to get a guy that's going to produce an equal amount of interceptions and touchdowns, it might as well be Jameis Winston for the vibe over Jake Browning.
Because you'll get Jameis Winston being like, listen, here's the thing about it. Everyone in this locker room.
Could you imagine a pregame speech of Jameis talking to T. Higgins and Jamar Chase? That's what I want. That's what I want.
Would just be, we're doing this for Skyline Chili.
Yeah.
And they would be so confused.
Can we circle back, though?
Let's have a circle back. Welcome back. Welcome in.
Welcome back.
We got a few 3-0 teams.
Yeah, there's a couple. There's a couple.
Mind if I list them?
I would love it.
And I'm also going to give you their odds to win the Super Bowl, just for context.
Would love that.
The Niners, 17-1, somehow are 3-0. The Bills, plus 500, probably the shortest odds. Chargers, 15-1. Eagles, plus 700. Colts, plus 3,000, 30-1. And the Bucks, 22-1. So the Colts have the worst odds to get there, but they are 3-0. Followed by the Bucks, and then the Niners are 17-1. The Colts are 30-1. That feels a little disrespectful.
The Niners just lost Nick Bosa for the season. So the Niners, you're just happy to be here. Participation trophies at 3-0. Yeah. I think the Bills are a really, really good team. They're obviously one of the best. When I look at this list, I can't not unsee the Eagles being the most likely to win a Super Bowl. I can't unsee it.
Yeah, so there's 6 3-0 teams left in the NFL, and I actually power rank them based on who I think is most likely to win the Super Bowl.
Here we go.
And keep in mind, when I did this, I brought it into my model, which watches the game. Boop, boop, boop. A lot of it relies on the eye test. If I think you're cool, if I think you're great. And I did rank the 3-0 teams based on if they win a Super Bowl.
I know who's going to be one.
Number 1, the Los Angeles Chargers.
Oh,
Justin Herbert is not only one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL right now, he is also a sex symbol. And that's important to me.
Yeah.
That is. Surfer hair, dating Madison Beer, just spanked every team in his division. I don't see a world, and it is biased, where the Chargers aren't my favorite to win the Super Bowl right now. I have a Justin Herbert MVP ticket. I love 1,700 because clearly, in that division, you go, well, you got to beat Pat Mahomes. He already did it.
Yeah.
Chargers are number 1.
I disagree, but you do you.
Number 2, the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
They're playing this fun game where they can't lose football games.
Mm-hmm.
0 passing yards in the first half, I believe. And then finished with 226 and 2 touchdowns, A.J. Brown. I can't do it anymore with that team.
The best part about it was them winning games the first 2 weeks without their wide receivers. Like they just weren't there. And then they're like, now we can win with them and without Saquon if we don't want to use Saquon. Like it's giving the Ravens except actually winning the big games.
The Eagles team we saw in the second half is, I think, the Eagles team we are going to see throughout the rest of the season. Obviously, Kevin Patullo, the offensive coordinator, needs to figure it out. But that is closer to the Eagles than what we saw, I think, the first 2 weeks. And the fact that they are still 3-0 is mind-boggling to me. That's why I would want them one, but I digress.
Look at those stats.
I mean, those stats are just insane. It's also, to win a Super Bowl, you have to win games, and they cannot stop winning. No matter what they do.
What's even crazier is Jalen Hurts had 17 passing yards, but the team itself had -1 passing yards because of sacks, which is insane.
And they don't typically, if you are winning games when Jalen Hurts is getting sacked, what situation are they going to be in that causes them not to win a game?
I can't.
I don't know.
I have no words anymore for this Philadelphia team, having faded them all 3 weeks. Yeah. I just have no more words for them. Yeah. Number 3 is the Buffalo Bills.
Feels right.
It's just tough for me to put them any higher because there's no one else. In a big game, who else on the Bills would you go is better than anyone on the Eagles and anyone on the Chargers?
Well, I was going to say, if you had Bills-Eagles right now, who are you betting on?
Eagles. Because they can't lose.
They can't lose
football games.
They have so many ways to beat you.
That's
the way
what
the
I'm
Bills
saying.
are going to beat you is with Josh Allen and that position. The Eagles can beat you on defense. They can beat you on offense. They can run the ball. They can throw the ball. We saw it yesterday. They can come back. They can get stops.
Outside of Josh Allen versus Jalen Hurts. Can I try this again?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's restart that.
Outside of Josh Allen, people saying being better than Jalen Hurts, you line up every single other skill position, and you're going to tell me that the Bills player is better than the Eagles player?
No, but it's a team sport. That's why we're going to bet on them.
You could go both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
0.
You're going
Zero.
to take the Eagles.
However,
sport.
Josh Allen is cool, and that is nice. And he is unbelievable at the sport of football, and I would take him right now.
I'm curious who you got a 4.
Number 4 is the Buccaneers.
I'm in.
When Chris Godwin's back,
That feels good.
that offense is just going to be foul.
And we got to get
It's gonna
Mike back,
be
though.
Disgusting. It's going to be gross. And Baker Mayfield might be the coolest quarterback in the NFL.
Are you concerned with the Mike Evans injury?
No, because Ibuka already took his job as the number 1. That kid,
Kid rocks.
Whoever in the draft rooms were like, let Ibuka fall to wherever the hell he fell to, should all lose their job.
I also think the Bucs drafting Ibuka is a prime example of good organizations being good organizations, because the fact that you already had Godwin, even though he was injured, and then you also had Mike Evans. If you looked at the wide receiver room, you're not sitting there being like, we should draft theoretically a wide receiver 3, given that you already had 2 pieces, even though Godwin was recovering, and yet you still get Ibuka. And you could almost make the argument, if Igbuka's not here, they're not having that success. So this success early on. So I think it's insane.
And it helps that when you snap the ball, you can also give it to Bucky. And there's some about a running back named Bucky
who still
that
hasn't
gets
scored.
me fired up. Number 5 is the Colts. You've done enough to be 3-0. Somehow Daniel Jones looks like fucking Tom Brady. So what am I to do?
Yeah.
What am I to do when Daniel Jones is just Tom Brady for no reason? For 0 reasons. And then last but not least is the 49ers. They just have an unbelievably easy schedule, but Bosa's injured. Mac Jones is your starting quarterback. If Brock Purdy comes back, maybe a little bit higher, but they're not better than any of these teams.
I think we got to make a change to the strength and conditioning coach in San Francisco. I just don't understand how a team
bodies go down
can lose so many players to injuries every season. I don't understand it.
It's insane.
It's really odd.
It's something isn't adding up in San Francisco.
No.
However, if we were to power rank these teams based on who's got the most grit, I would argue the 49ers having 2 guys that survive shootings would put them at number 1. But number 6 for Super Bowl contention. Number 1 for grit. If I was going grit, Niners, Bills, Chargers, Eagles, Bucks.
You know what that Eagles offensive line puts themselves through with that tush push?
That is gritty. That is gritty. Maybe Niners, Eagles, Chargers, Bucks, Bills, Colts.
Yeah, but it's
grit.
It's illegal.
The Colts
but it's
seem
illegal.
like the least gritty team ever.
Yeah, the Colts got no grit. You know what the Colts got?
No.
The Colts
their quarterback is a gritty, first in, last out type of guy. Daniel Jones is someone that you could trust.
I'm starting to confuse grit with like swag.
Now, grit is like you got shot and you're here. The Colts got just lunch pail guys. It's a
100%.
fucking organization full of lunch pail guys top to bottom.
Shane Steichen, Daniel Jones, and Tyler Warren are very much lunch pail guys.
Just a lunch pail org.
Yeah.
That's a lunch pail org over there. They got building in Indiana.
Oh.
When I look at this list, I mean, I'm still stuck on the fact that the Chargers are your number 1, but the Chargers are just playing out of their fucking mind right now, dude.
Justin Herbert is just so fucking good.
How good is Justin Herbert?
He's just, I actually can't stop thinking. I spend most of my waking hours when I'm not thinking about how bad the New York Jets are or how shitty I am at gambling about Justin Herbert.
I never thought in a million years that I'd be saying this, but Justin Herbert is a top 3 quarterback right now. And I know what you're going to say.
It's rich.
I know. Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow. Those are 4 that everyone would say. But the truth of the matter is Justin Herbert, and yes, Joe Burrow's out, but Justin Herbert is playing like a top 3, if not top 2. And if you look at the top 4 guys, right, these would be the top 4 guys right now: Mahomes, Lamar, Justin Herbert, Josh Allen. Herbert ranks, he's first in passing yards. He's tied for second in passing touchdowns. He's tied for second with 1 interception. He's 6th in yards per attempt, and he's being pressured at a top 10 rate, the 8th most. So when you kind of just go down the board, the fact that he's 3-0, the fact that he's done it against divisional rivals, the fact that he's able to compete with them from a passing standpoint, I take it to the next level. That next level for Justin Herbert is his rushing ability.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert, when comparing his rushing yards to Lamar Jackson, just has 14 less. And I get it, Lamar is probably running less, but Justin Herbert is so fucking mobile right now as well. And the throw that Justin Herbert had yesterday,
It's disgusting.
to Keenan out.
Best throw of the year.
Joe Burrow is not making that throw. I'm sorry. Joe Burrow is an elite quarterback, but Justin Herbert is making that throw 10 out of 10 times. Joe Burrow's maybe making that throw 3 times. The arm talent from Justin Herbert is absolutely insane. And we've been talking about Justin Herbert being someone that isn't clutch, but right now, the Chargers are 3-0 because Justin Herbert is playing clutch football. Mikey, I was wrong. You said it in week 1. I came for your throw. Pause, play, and resume. You have a ticket on Justin Herbert to win the MVP. I'm sorry. I'm a Tua stan. I've defended Tua for 5 fucking years. I'm insecure about it. You were right. And Justin Herbert is a top 3 quarterback right now in the NFL going off everything that we've seen, and I'm fucking upset.
Cash the Dolphins mention, minus 500. Bang that.
Dang.
Also second, Rich coming out of you. I believe when I said this preseason, the words were asinine, out of your mind, really dumb. Have you forgot about that guy named Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah. These were all said. And we were really high on the win total too. And I've been barking up the year 2 Greg Roman experience.
Barking. You were barking up that tree.
Oh, God.
Because what happened to Lamar Jackson after having the second year with Greg Roman was absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I just want to say,
absolutely unbelievable.
While I'm standing here on the lead horse with my legions of Justin Herbert truthers behind me, you're not accepted.
It's fine. I don't need to be accepted.
On the record, not accepted.
I don't need to be accepted.
He is a top 3 quarterback.
I don't need to be accepted into it because I've defended Tua at all costs. But I am someone that prides myself on being able to admit when I was wrong. And based off of the information I had at the time, I was defending Tua. He's playing well. But Justin Herbert right now is playing like a top 3 quarterback. And I don't think Patrick Mahomes is in that top 3.
I don't know. It's because if I spend so much time with my boss, Stephen O., who's a raving Ravens fan.
Shout out.
I mean, I'm the same way. Like, we're so used to Lamar Jackson being so good, but he literally is like the NFL's leading career passer rating.
Yeah, no.
And we just don't even talk about it.
Lamar Jackson
you get that, what do they call it? The fatigue.
Fatigue.
Yeah, you get that fatigue of watching Lamar be so great.
All right. Well, speaking of Lamar, we got him tonight. I'm not fatigued about that.
We'll be live.
We will be live 7:30. We're starting with the pregame. We're showing you our best bets. We're making some bets as a team with the chat, and we're going to sweat them out in the first quarter. So tune in for that. Come back for that. Let's talk quickly. High-level Ravens-Lions. How are you guys feeling about this game? Because I know we're in a bit of like, what the fuck's going to happen mode.
I just want it to be fun. I took the Ravens in the over, but I just want it to be fun.
On one side, it's like, given how week 3 went and given how all the stats were saying week 3 is the week of the dog, that's making me think it's going to be the Lions. But the fact that I think it's 5.5 or 4.5 is then like, what does Vegas know?
See, the Ravens,
and I don't know where to go.
Since losing that week 1 game, are in underdog mentality.
Yeah, for some reason they're like
I still
nobody believes in us.
Yeah.
It's like, all right.
Like an angry Ravens team losing that game to if they didn't lose that game to the Bills, Lions plus the 5.5.
Sure. If they were coming in 2-0.
This mentality, like you can even go team total over if you want. It's around 28, 29.5.
Wow, I love
dancing
that.
Around that. They can beat you so many. This is a situation, I'll get into this more tonight, but like we're so used to Lamar Jackson beating you a certain way, and he used to have tight ends, and Mark Andrews doesn't look like himself. Isaiah Likely's gone. He's entered this chat of like wide receiver 3, 4 success, and there's no film on that. And defenses are just going to be confused because they don't know how to handle Walker, Wallace, Hopkins all coming down your throat and scoring touchdowns.
Pause, play, resume. Well, not to bring it back to the conversation that we just had about Lamar, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, and Mahomes, but if you just look at those 4 quarterbacks, they really do have somewhat comparable weapons. I never thought in a million years we'd be talking about the Chargers' weapons as probably being the best of those 4 quarterbacks, but like they're now on such an even playing field with the weapons or the complementary pieces that they have. And you obviously throw Joe Burrow out of that now because of the T and the Jamar and everything, and obviously whatever happened. But what Lamar's able to do with how little he has, and yes, he has Derrick Henry, but just as a passer, as a pure passer is insane.
Like his passer rating to these wide receiver
he's so
threes
fucking good.
Is perfect.
He's so fucking good.
Yeah, I mean, we got fucking Garrett Wilson can't do shit with our feet.
It's just
he's over here throwing to Rashad Bateman, making him look like goddamn Calvin Johnson.
Yeah.
I think the other fear I have though is the whole world's going to be on the Ravens. So
I don't think that. We'll have to look at where the money is tonight. We got a lot to unpack tonight. I have a ton of player props that I like for tonight. We'll be coming up with some anytime touchdowns, some first touchdowns, all of those things. Really hope this game makes up for the just abysmal play we saw last night.
It will.
The Giants.
It will.
We deserve that as a community.
Yeah, no, it will.
The NFL needs to do a better job of using these flexes because I've been told about these primetime flexes for years now. Yeah. And we're still getting Chiefs-Giants on primetime.
Yeah, but it can only happen at a certain time of year.
That's just all year-round flex.
That I agree with.
Yes.
That I agree with.
All right. We'll talk about the flexes a little bit more. This is all we got for now. Thank you for watching the Underachievers. Join us tonight at 7:30 for a primetime pregame to come up with some bets, and we do this every single primetime game. So come stick around, and we'll see you guys tonight.
And come give your bets.
Do it.
Yeah, drop a bet.
Love you.
Say it back.